Aliyah Boston explains how Caitlin Clark's injury changes Fever attack. The Indiana Fever sit at 14-12, sixth in the WNBA standings, despite being without the services of star guard Caitlin Clark for over half the season. Clark has been sidelined since July 15 with a right groin injury, now set to miss her fourth consecutive game as the Fever take on the Phoenix Mercury on Wednesday night. Factoring in the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which didn't officially count towards the regular season, Clark has missed 14 of Indiana's 27 contests, leaving the Fever with a massive hole to fill. Aliyah Boston breaks down on-court differences without Caitlin Clark. Fever center Aliyah Boston took to her podcast Post Moves to share her perspective on how Clark's absence has impacted the Indiana offense. "I think when you have Caitlin on the floor, everything is automatically spaced," Boston told co-host Candace Parker in the show's debut episode on Wednesday. "The floor is spaced. Defenses are high in because she comes across half-court. You can set an early drag, and there's a deep three going up. And there's a good chance she's making it." Boston punctuated with a smile. Clark was in the midst of an uncharacteristic shooting slump prior to her third stint on the shelf this season, but was nevertheless drawing aggressive play from opposing defenses. Without a player on the court like Clark, who commands attention from as far out as 35 feet, the game plan against Indiana changes considerably when she's not on the floor. "Obviously it can shrink it a little bit," Boston acknowledged, "but I think for us, it's about making sure we get to that second side, that third side. Because when you have Kelsey coming downhill fast going to that left hand, and then you have Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull on the wing being able to spray and knock down for three, it opens up the entire floor." Cunningham, in particular, has helped make life without Clark more tolerable. The 28-year-old guard has overcome a slow start, reaching double figures off the bench in each of her last 6 contests and leading the WNBA with a 58.13% in that span. Hull, meanwhile, leads Indiana with a 42.73%, and the recent signing of rookie Chloe Bibby has added a stretch 4 to the mix. Obviously, that works for the post because they're going to be afraid to double. They're going to be afraid to dig too much because you have shooters all around the perimeter. Boston continued, so it definitely shrinks a little bit, but I think we've just figured out different ways to score the ball. Longtime Fever guard Kelsey Mitchell, fresh off a season-high 35-point performance in Indiana's 93-78 win over the Chicago Sky on Sunday, deserves plenty of praise for keeping the offense afloat. Mitchell is one of 4 players in the WNBA averaging over 20 PPG this season, and has shouldered the offense in Clark's wake. It's translated to back-to-back wins as the Fever look to shake the inconsistency that has plagued them for most of the season. The mindset is, we need to come in every single game with the same approach of dominating. Boston relayed. "Whoever is here, whoever is on the court, be consistent, do what you do well, and worry about that. Because if everyone does their part, then it's gonna piece together and we're gonna be good." While Clark is likely shelved for a few more weeks as the Fever handle her recovery with extreme caution, Indiana remains a formidable foe in her absence.